Oh yeah. For the melee, it's like this in this game. But if you like challenging, you can go play a melee class because it will be challenged. Oh, do same healer? GG. So, 4 again? 4 years. Thanks for following. With someone. Very sad, I think. Okay. Let's see. The hell? Why always start the fight?
Cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer. First we have Yu Chenze, then Ling Shujin. Both think as you do. Only a god could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
To fight this battle, everyone have to free each other real fast.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your...
Only a god could resist my blows.
The minigame. Ooh. The laser beam. The next one will be the jumping. And in the middle, move out of it. Your anchor can go through the top.
If he tries to punish you again, defend
You can
yourselves
see
with my
the
helmet
dropping
of light.
ball. Oh, 2 healer die? The hell? How do they die? Go to the middle. The wave is coming. No, don't move.
You can't have everything. If you keep striving for that, you'll soon suffer misfortune.
I fear neither fire nor water. I only fear that the world won't...
In their last life, they were wanderers in the mountains. In this life, they are gods of the water moon. You can make friends with them. Only a god could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my cloud god dream seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
No one going to take it.
There's still enough time. Go back and devote yourself to
One
your
bit.
cultivation again.
Oh, for the flower, it's best that those that have 5 stat go take it.
I'm sorry, your name isn't on the list.
So it's just now I go take it is because no one go take it. That's why I just go take it. If not, it's a waste. Oh, that is the trial. There's 3 phase. Every phase there are 3 different type of trial. The first trial is the best is like the face of the boss. These 2 is the back, and these 2 is the front. So front, left, and right is a link. The back, left, and right is a link. So the best is 1 DPS, 1 healer. If the DPS is the range one, the healer go near them. And if the DPS is a melee, you go to the boss. Or if there is 2 DPS and 1 is melee, 1 is range, the range have to sacrifice himself for the damage just to stand close to each other, because if not, the melee can't hit at all. That's why the first 2 trial, the best is for healer and DPS. Range DPS. And the first trial, when you stand in the circle, it will give you a link. Both players can't separate from each other more than 15 meters. If not, you will die. Both players will just die. And the first trial is your up, down, left, right will become confused. Your up will become down, your down will become up. Your left become right, right become left. Only the first trial will have this confused. And you have a movement speed debuff also. And the second trial will be no more movement speed debuff and the confusion, but both players share the same damage. So for the second trial, when like those that is linked player, you don't run away from the Iceseeker, the tracing Iceseeker, because you will just mess up and die.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving
This is the new rate, and it's hard one.
What business is it of yours?
And most players have a hard time.
That is also an answer. First we have Yu Tianzhe, then Ling Shujin. Both think as you do.
It's a wipe. No one stand in the circle. As long as there's no one standing in the circle, it's a wipe.
Sorry, your name isn't on the list.
So for the trial, you need 4 players to stand in the trial. And you have to wait for the link to come out. Your debuff menu will have a link, something trial or something. When you have that, then you can start moving. If not, you don't move away from the circle. And for melee DPS, the best is he take the third phase trial, because the third phase trial increase your damage. But at the third phase trial, you still need to find a red circle, because that is if you don't take that circle, both players will die. You just only need 1 player to find that. Shit.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer. First we have Yu Chenze and Ling Shuojin. Both think as you do.
Forgot to look at my cooldown of my skill. Miss my fucking
Only
burst.
God could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even
This is a
survive
5-step
this
debuff.
snowstorm?
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
This just move outside. It's so much easy to dodge this way. Always look at your ally if anyone need a save. And most DPS, they don't know about it. It's not, for this fight, it's not really about DPS. It's about saving your ally, and those rings they stand too far. They should stand at 12 meters.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Only a god could resist my blows.
Oh, for memory box. Last time is the event, and we did it at level 60. They drop our every player. Your level will be level 60. And that is a hard one because you can't, because that time we are at 200 plus DPS, and that event is let you do all rate. Stand in the middle.
If he tries to punish you again, defend yourselves with my helmet of light.
Someone die, 2 player die. This is a red. And the hard part about this is the mini game. It's not the boss fight. Go back to the middle. Wait for it. And the boss came up. And the tank had to stand in position. Don't have time for the burst.
You can't have everything. If you keep striving for that, you'll soon suffer misfortune.
Oh, someone.
I fear neither fire nor water.
There's
I
someone
only
still on-
fear that the world won't.
In their last life, they were wanderers in the mountains. In this life, they are gods of the water moon. You can make friends with them.
It's a white. Someone didn't stand on the circle.
There's still enough time. I'm sorry. Your name
Oh,
is
是野
upon the
猫。
list.
哈哈哈，打旅行烟啊！旅行烟干到污糟，太难了。对啊，不好打，而且机制本很多人不会打。对啊，重点是玩家都是死在小游戏啊。他的本最难的不是打完的机制还有连线，而是人一直在死在那个小游戏的。坐牢，对啊，看吧。但是我觉得这个本比较容易吧，比那个魔屋的还简单。状态奶妈好像是有消吧，我没注意看状态。像那个跳圈，很多人每次都死在跳圈的。没啊，但是换视角我不知道怎么说话英文。哈哈。对啊，这样。When you play the minigame for this boss, you just need to change the angle to the top. For jumping the circle and dodging most of the skill. This way will be much easier.
Hellish cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer. First we have Lu Chimse, then Ling Shujin. Both think as you do. Only a god could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Ah. Oh, 我是新加坡人。哦，好卡。
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That
哦，
will
好
relieve，your
再
pain
见
a
哦，云
little.
梦。
Only a god could resist my blows.
But if you can't put on my Helmet of Light in time, it's not my fault. You have been warned.
You can't have everything. If you keep striving for that, you'll soon suffer misfortune.
I fear neither fire nor
Yeah.
water. I only fear
It's
that the
so
world
hard to
won't-
get drop from single boss. That's why this one,
In this life, they are gods of the
like our
light
item
world.
gear level,
You can make friends with them.
in the future there will be no more single raid boss. Because there's a lot of players don't like
Only
it.
a god could resist my blows.
Shit, I still get it. so many die.
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Can't free him up in time.
Come to my cloud god dream seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
There's still
So
enough
what?
time. Go back and devote yourself to your cultivation again.
They say that now for the Jet Paddles rate, it's already a confirmed 1 drop, a guaranteed 1 drop. But the 1 drop is the item for your build or not?
I'm sorry, your name isn't on the list.
Oh, someone left. Nice. Or anyone want to? I'm thinking, should I make a group? Any of you want to join? If not, I will not make a group. If no one wants to join. I think my damage is still okay. His damage is really high. I can level 70. Nice. This one? So much. Even if they say that a lot of players say that this game is not melee friendly, but most of the time when you need to find a ranged DPS, you can't really find it. And there's so much melee. Because the melee is hard to free them. Sure, I'll do it. GG, you just died.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. There's still enough time. Go back and devote yourself to your cultivation again.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer.
It's like the
First we
time
have
is out.
Qingze, then Ling
The
Shuji.
tank didn't aggro it,
Both. I'm
and we
sorry,
start the fight.
Your name isn't on the list.
It happens. And let's go my first. It is so annoying. This chart is so fucking long. But it's always fun to see if the tank can hold on to the aggro. GG.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection. There's still. I'm sorry. Your name isn't on the list.
Go, go, go! I'm ready. I think even eating food is a waste. Because we keep wiping and wiping. But Spearmaster is easy to hit 4K.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
The trap.
That is also an answer. First we have Yu Chenze, then Ling Shujin. Both think as you do.
Maybe the tank is tired. Take the hit.
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Someone through here.
Come to my cloud god dream.
There's still enough time. Go back and devote yourself to your cultivation again.
Shit. GG. It's like for the Spearmaster burst,
Your name isn't on the list.
you don't really need to use this to combo with your Tendon the Net, but you need to use your Raid to combo with your Tendon the Net. Sometimes in some battle you can't charge this to charge this out, but when your Tendon Net is left around 20 seconds and below, you can just straight away use your Raid.对啊，开荒啊，跟别人一起，好像都没人用语音啊。我打那个魔巫打不过，来看看那个宇航员看怎么样。如果不可以，等下自己再开一个组吧。单梯不是可以打吗？因为它有飞星啊。飞星分享伤害，然后再把它被冻结了，再把它放出来，不是可以？For my Spearmaster, I always use Spear stance. Yeah, he used Tiercer, so you can see my damage is roughly the same with Tiercer. And I don't really like Tiercer, I like Spear more. And the Grave is exactly the same with Tiercer one. 现在重点就是我们的坦的仇恨一直在飘，但是刚才前面几场就是有人就是在小游戏死掉，这个本就是要花时间，呵呵。要花时间慢慢打。
Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer. First we have Yu Chenze, then Ling Shujin. Both think as you do.
对啊，这边我也不知道为什么没人用语音，语音比较好沟通吧。好卡，好卡。 我的技能又卡没了。
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
又没人拿。就在旁边的呀，每次都没人拿。If you see the flower and no one is taking it, just go get it. If no one get it, it's a waste. This one you just run to the edge. It's so easy to dodge the icicle.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Only a god could resist my blows.
It's like, why is no one taking the flower? Haze. This one have to move, keep moving, and go back to the middle. And wait for it. Wait for the circle. Go to the middle again, wait for the ice ball. The first one is middle, second one move up, look, change your
But if you can't
view
put on
from
my
the
helmet
top.
of light in time, it's not my fault. You have been
So
warned.
that it's much easier to dodge it. And someone die again. 就是这个小游戏阶段，就是有人就一直死，一直死，所
Go
以
back and devote yourself to your cultivation.
所以就很难过，就是这样。我觉得至少都需要1-2周的时间吧。
I'm sorry. Your name
Yeah, my
is
relief buff is the haze. 对啊，前面都挺好，就是每次都是小游戏，很多人不会玩。就是他们每次都卡在跳圈的阶段。对啊，他们前面已经安排好了，但是如果有人开始死了，就要看。我是无所谓的，反正这个本不是需要输出的，它需要是每个人存活下来。 像我们以前打的本也是一直团灭。哦，是吗？他们都没有把队伍，就是把视角调上去。好像是因为我在那个我写的那个攻略没说吧？因为我看很多攻略都没人说，我还以为每个人都知道。重点是，我们有一个奶妈就是过不了小游戏，她10几次了在小游戏。不懂嘞，我觉得旅行员好简单的，比那个魔物简单。对啊，我跟他们说了，但是有些人知不知道还是另外一个，呵呵。我觉得像这个普通本，普通团本，他们都已经灭成这样，如果困难出来的话，会是更惨。You looking for a 10 spot? Oh, have you cleared the ice world? I think there's a few. 对啊，有可能我的攻略要改一下，叫他们换一个视角。我那个好像忘了反这个视角的，只要一进入小游戏就要把视角调上。Which class is the highest DPS? It really depend on player. For now, most of the time is the bot DPS, but for this fight you can't look at the DPS. It's not accurate because everyone is doing different thing.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection.
Like this time, the range and healer, they have to stand in the circle, and that's the time their DPS will drop.
That is also an answer. First we have
So which fight to see the exact DPS is the wave in the temples.
Only a god could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
It's like, can't they just go in front? Because player can't really look at the back, and we are not using voice cast. And they stand too far away.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Only a god could resist my blows.
我不掉，看到 shit, so I have to take the hit. Now is the time to free player. And for better jumping, you just change your angle to the top. This just stand in the middle, wait for the ball. Then it drop, come out, and change your angle.
But
and
if you
it.
can't put on my helmet of light in time, it's
Get
not
into
my
the shield.
fault.
What?
You have been warned.
So he die again, like this hero always die in the minigame. So it's hard. And there's a rhythm to jump this, just according go for the rhythm.
You can't have everything. If you keep striving for that, you'll soon suffer misfortune.
I fear neither fire nor water. I only fear that the world won't.
No one
In their
stand.
last life, they were wanderers in the mountains. In this life, they are gods of the water moon. You can make friends with them. Only a god could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Run!
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Only a god could resist my blows.
like we can really kill it just at the next phase. Not sure if we have the DPS for it. Then he run away. This one have to keep moving and go back. So this one, the diamond.
If he tries to punish you again, defend yourselves with my helmet of light.
Always take away your debuff. This one you can just move away. Okay. You just need to stand at the edge, but you will not get any hit. Everyone health is so low.
After you have built up the connection, you must give up this connection again. So what?
There are always exceptions.
Don't care, should we just stand inside?
For the women is Shinji. Both are lessons you should have learned from your mistakes.
We can finish it.
It will soon reach.
Only a god could resist my blows.
And you need to find the flower, no, not flower, just now like the red circle. When you see me stand on it.
How do you expect to achieve
The other group, they didn't stand on it.
Even survive this snowstorm?
It will soon reach the end of its power. Can you hold out even longer?
Ah, fuck. Need to move. So when the circle, red circle is out, you have to go find it fast. And the other one have to follow.
Go back and devote yourself to your cultivation again. I'm sorry, your name isn't on the list.
对啊，那个兵就是当你的层数太高了，4层或5层，你就能解扣2层的层数。我已经跟他们说了啊。And for the iframe, you can do it with 1 tank, but you need Blaze-Storm. As long as your group have 1 Blaze-Storm, he have to share the damage with the tank. And the other one is, after he's sharing the damage, the Blaze-Storm is easily get frozen. So range and DPS have to go help them. But we get to the 3rd phase and it's close, we get like until 30% health. For Brainstorm, they have 3 iframes, so you can't be, your skill is on cooldown. I'm not sure about the DBM. He is made by another player. He said that hard the boss, but I also find it there's no point to hard it because everyone will still get it. This fairy win, this is for everyone. You don't even need to hard the boss because you will still get the hit. And there's one more that is like I think it's this one. The chi in all direction is like a cross spray. So when he spray, the first spray, the point you can stand is exactly behind his butt. You must stand behind his backside, and after that you have to move left and right to get out, so that you don't get hit by the spray. But I have some legacy, so sometimes I can dodge it, sometimes I can't. No problem. Yeah, sometimes it's better if your group DPS is high. You can just go for 2 tank.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer. First we have Yu Chenze, then Ling Shuijin. Both think as you do. Only a god could resist my blows.
And for this one, shit, still get hit.
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive?
This one you have to wait for him to cast finish before you use your CC break. If not, he will still build up 5 stat. So always cast your CC break after that.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
This one, like you can see, I only get a few, I think I get 1 hit only. Those that at the back is so... Don't care about DPS, just dodge it. Still mistake.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
I got 5 stacks, so I just will take it.
Only a god could resist my blows.
is keep walking. All you need to do is just keep walking. Wait for it. Go in. Go to the middle again. Wait for the ice ball. When you drop down, you can start moving. You drop, move, and look at the.
But if you can't put on my helmet of light in time, it's not my fault. You have been warned.
Necklace? So far is the break matrix and ice rune. And minigame again. Why we go to a middle is so that healer can easily heal you. After this, the boss will come up. Ah. Someone die?
You can't have everything. If you keep striving for that, you'll soon suffer misfortune.
I fear neither fire nor water. I only fear that the world won't.
In their last life, they were wanderers in the mountains. In this life, they are gods of the water moon. You can make friends with them. Only a god could resist my blows.
Nice, no need to dodge.
Expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Use the spray again. Just run. Two of them die. I have no problem buffing all these things because always dodge the skill from the boss.
Come to my Cloud God Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Only a god could resist my blows.
Do we have the DPS? No idea. Keep moving. Okay, sure.
But if you can't put on my helmet of light in time, it's not my fault. You have been warned.
Ha! 三个。what? 不需要。传统。好啊。Like you can run away from these and the boss stuff.
After you have built up the connection, you must give up this connection again. So what
There are always exceptions.
among the men, it's Shinranjun.
Okay,
For the women,
everyone,
it's Shinji.
go for the raid.
Both are lessons you should have learned from your mistakes.
It will soon reach.
Only a god could resist my blows.
Not sure if you can kill it.
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
It will soon reach the end of its power. Can you hold out even longer?
GG. And we have 1 more minute. Not going to take a hit.
It will soon reach the end of its power. Can you hold out even longer?
Those that have the buff all die.
It will soon reach the end of its power. Can you hold out even longer?
Only a god could resist my blows.
Not going to use it. Because it's a white. No point.
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
GG.
There's still enough time. Time's up. Don't ever
Yes,
think
you need to
about
run
it
away,
again.
but if
I'm
you are a main
sorry.
tank,
Your name
main
isn't
tank
on
have
the
to take all the
list.
hit. There's only one move that you need to move away from him is, oh, there's two. One is he casts the red AoE in front of you, and he will shoot the icicle. And the other red circle is, the red circle, the middle is the red, and after that at 6 meter there's a gap, and then another red. The circle that is like how do I say it? It's like red circle, white circle, red circle, that you have to move to. You don't need to take that hit. So only 2 skill you need to move away, and most of the skill you just need to take the hit. And you need the range DPS if your group have. So it's best that your group has 3 or 4 range DPS. And for the fight to get better is the range don't stand too far away from the boss. Like, they always stand too far away, you can't see them. And you can't free them in time. Because as a main tank, you for this whole fight you don't want to move this boss at all. You don't want to move him. And the other one is when you tank him, he use the share damage. That is the long triangle shape, and that sometimes you have to position yourself well so that so that you don't hit the two that is stand in the circle. So you just need to position yourself well, and the triangle sometimes you just get into the circle, but the DPS can move to the side of the circle. They don't need to even touch that blue triangle. Okay, they take a break. Let me go and back. So this boss is very easily to be done. It's like they don't let me take the red circle. But the hard one is the phase 3 when two players are linked. So it's best that you follow each other. And 15 meters is enough for you for one player to get out and touch the red circle and come back in. Where is he? It's like 15 meters. It's around here. The best to go for 14. I think we are close. A few more fights, maybe. Ah. Oh yeah, I think you clear the blue, right? Just that this fight, you just don't need player to screw up, and most of the time it's the link, like two player link, one of them forgot and run away. I find that the rune is much more harder. And just now I did it, and there's always a few DPS AFK at the corner waiting for the healer to cleanse. I think that when the healer have to, maybe if you play a healer, you can try to monitor the debuff, the poison. Yes. For this fight, as a tank, there's really nothing much you can do about it. Straight away got ice.
Taoist cultivation is divided into 3 phases. Building a connection, achieving enlightenment, and receiving the understanding of the Tao.
What business is it of yours?
That is also an answer. First we have Liu Chenze, then Ling Shujin. Both think as you do. Only a god could resist my blows.
Most where you have to always take the
How do
heat.
you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
Come to my cloud god Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
It's like the flower, always no player wants to get it. Fuck, I forgot about this shit.
Come to my cloud god Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Not going to take it. Oh my god.
Only a god could resist my blows.
Keep moving. Don't move with anyone else, just move alone.
But if you can't put on my helmet of light in time, it's not my fault. You have been warned.
Not sure what they are doing. Pause came up.
You can't have everything. If you keep striving for that, you'll soon suffer misfortune.
I fear neither fire nor water. I only fear that the world won't.
The ones
In
there.
their last life, they were wanderers in the mountains. In this life, they are gods of the water moon. You can make friends with them. Only a god could resist my blows.
This one has no choice. Lucky, there's no hit.
How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm.
Come to my cloud god Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Run, just it, baby. Don't die.
Come to my cloud god Dream Seal. That will relieve your pain a little.
Only a god could resist my blows.
His face. Keep running.
But if you can't put on my helmet of light in time, it's not my fault. You have been warned.
After you have built up the connection, you must give up this connection again. So what are...
There are always exceptions.
Among the men, it's Shinranjun. For the women, is Shinji. Both are lessons you should have learned from your mistakes.
Should I wait for the...
It will soon
Forgot
reach...
about...
Only a god could resist my blows. How do you expect to achieve immortality if you can't even survive this snowstorm?
The 1,000-foot mountain burst asunder, and the legendary sword floated on high.
What the fuck? Here's my verse. Well done. the hit.
It will soon reach the end of its power. Can you hold out
can
even
kill it.
longer?
Go, go, go. Die!
The Jade Water Spirit.
Nice, I cleared it.
Your names will soon stand in the Jade Book, so that you will also become
And I get
immortal.
nothing? Yep. There's no gear. It's like, this fight. As long as you have to survive from. So whenever you have a link, you don't run at all. Just use your reduced damage to take all the hit and wait for your ally to free you. And at the third phase, you need some have to take a lookout if you have a link. You have to find the red circle, just any one that is linked. You just need to touch the red circle. If you don't touch it, the time's up, you are dead. I saw some of them die like this. That's why I say this fight is really easy. So as long as you survive, when you need to move away, you move away. When you need to save your ally, you just save your ally. And at the back, if you can, you go try to, if your damage is the highest, you try to get the buff from the third phase. That's why we two got the buff, and our damage is so high. And the main problem is both of us didn't screw up, like run away from each other. So in the end I did this. Yeah. So as long as for my experience is, as long as there's one linked player, there's linked 2 player, and their DPS is the highest in the group, you will sure clear it. Like because there's 4 player that is linked with the phase 3 DPS, so if 2 die, you have left 2, and those 2 is your top DPS, most probably you will clear it. But sometimes it still depends on some luck.